I'm Janiyah Smith.
Okay.
Judge, this was a case that she'd gone working on a while ago, and today is her arraignment day. She's long gone. She's in court.
Is she here?
Yes.
All right. Do you mind bringing her up?
Let's start this call with Mr.
Every time you miss court, all you do is give free money to bonding companies. That's all you do. Every time you miss court. Really. If you have a ton of money, wonderful. But every time you miss, that's all you're doing. You're giving them free money.
We told me, well, Brad.
This case is 450 days old. Do you have an offer on this case?
Yes, Judge, I was just speaking with her about it. There is a PPI offer on there for online bet. So, I mean, even a short reset, we could get this case resolved.
Is it, how long of a BIP is that?
I think it takes like 6 hours to do.
Okay, I'd give you until next week to get it done. But if you don't have it done, I'm going to immediately set your case for trial. And I'm going to tell you now, with as many times as you've taken off, as old as this case, you're extremely lucky that they've even offered this to you in the first place. Right, for you not to take this, I mean, really, you have a week. You understand? Okay?
Thank you, Judge. Yes.
Thank you.
Stay. Pretty good, please.
Good morning, Mr. Frosto. Mr. Frosto, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. Is it just one case, Lou?
Yes, Judge.
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no changing it. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Yes.
I'll find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. See that.
Of course. On all appointed cases. Check.
Yes. That's it. Anyone?
Yeah, I'm going to go further. I am.
Hey,
Mr. Sanders.
I put him on the docket for tomorrow. He's in felony court today, so you'll be here tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can address, because he has a BVR, tested positive for PCP and cocaine. And I don't know if that's what got him in for the felony case, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Possession.
Yeah.
Crack. Powder and crack. Powder and crack. Oh, careful.
I'm sorry. We'll just see. What's that there?
No, I think my hands caught on the tape.
I think it's maybe this.
Maybe that. I don't know.
That seems safe.
And he came with his employer as well. He has like two different, it was, I don't know if you remember.
No.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, it was. Because he has an interlock, he's a commercial, he drives for a company that does a lot of catering and stuff as well. And she is a very active employer that would not allow anyone to drive with any alcohol in her system.
You know,
Entiende.
or you should know,
Debes-
every single thing that you put in your body.
Cosa que ponga-
I don't care what your excuse is. If I ever find that you have a positive result again, I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Entiende.
Absolutely no tolerance in this case, Mr. Ramos. Do you understand?
He's saying he understands, Judge, while you're talking.
Okay. I don't give a rat's behind what his excuse is next time, Herman.
That's about it.
He tests positive, I'm locking you up. That's it.
Yes, that's solamente.
All right?
Thank you.
Mr. Valdez Gonzalez, you were charged with violation of a bond condition or protective order. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Do you know if your lawyer is going to be here today?
Yes.
Take a seat for him in the jury box. We'll wait for him to get here and then we'll do probable cause at that point in the jury box. I don't want to lose him. Thank you, Blessing.
This one's on page 11. Good morning, Mr. Kimmy. Mr. Kimmy, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your natural born life. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will stay like this for the rest of your life. You sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you plead to the offense of assault? Guilty or not guilty?
Good.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Garza.
Oh, Mr. Kimmy, I'm going to give you a. What did you decide?
Hey, Mario, we need to do a PC on this case.
State's going to dismiss it.
We're dumping your judge.
Are you dumping?
Yeah, you know what happened is we pled to he was on probation for family violence robbery. We pled it on Thursday. And there's no GPS, no contact with complaining witness. And I think the officer had come in on what were bond violations to present it as a new case on the same day he pled. So it's kind of a miscommunication. So he ended up getting filed on. He just pled to it. And so the state looked at it. We talked yesterday. So I appreciate it.
Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate it. Yeah, all right.
Thanks a lot for looking.
So just, he goes with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me just make sure I get that file. I thought I filed it yesterday, but I don't think maybe I just didn't.
I talked to you about Mr. Skillman. He's on Skillman.
Let's go. Okay.
He's on today's docket.
Sure.
Page 18.
Can I get a short reset or second 2 week for bond forfeiture so he can finish his class?
Do you have good contact with him?
Yes.
Is he here?
He is not here today.
What's left?
He just needs to finish the class. And the reason that it got so old is he was debating taking this to trial and we had to get the discovery packet and that took a while. But then after we got.
So they've had, when did he start doing it?
He's like, what?
When did he accept the offer to take the class?
At the last setting.
Because I have it like beginning of December,
Yes.
right?
Just with the holidays, Judge, things get pushed to the side.
How long do you want?
Can you just give me 2 weeks? It'll be shorter than that.
If it's not done, he's going to be here super SFBF, right?
Okay.
Because it's over 200.
Okay.
If he doesn't have it done, I'm going to roll him day for day till he gets it
It
done.
will.
All right, okay.
So what case?
Got it.
Skillman. Okay, thank you. Sorry. No, you're fine.
I should have been up here earlier.
No, I should have talked to you. I didn't know if you were starting trials on it.
Hey, morning, Your Honor. May I approach?
Morning, Julie.
How are you?
Hey, your guy here is in felony today, so we're going to roll him tomorrow. You okay with that? Okay.
Mr. Jones, right? Okay. I think he has a new case, so I'm assuming I'll get appointed on that and then
Oh, you seem so.
VVR on his.
Yeah, it's a good case, right? Something like that. I mean,
Yeah, he has a few felonies.
we can address it tomorrow.
Okay.
What you got? What else?
I have Mr. Alvis Alexander,
Okay.
and I have a cause number when you're ready. He was on yesterday's docket. The cause number is 2530808.
Is it felony warrant?
He's in custody. I don't know why it hasn't cleared his warrant. I think his felony court date is
Guys,
on March 18th.
can you look,
March 18th, yes.
253-0808. Mine shows us in warrant status. Can you? What? Please, is he in custody or is it still warrant status?
He was on yesterday's docket and he was in the holdover.
Okay, great.
This is for Albus Alexander?
Yes.
What would you like?
So you did revoke his bond back, let me see, I know it was last year, and it's set at 5,000. I think his felony bond is 2,500. He's been in custody a few weeks. His mom is trying to bond him out. She was here yesterday, but she's not here today. And so she wanted me to ask if we could possibly lower his bond. And I know he did mess up by not taking the drug test back when it was revoked. He did have an ankle monitor. So he's 18, he's been in there for 2 weeks, and he's got the pending felony, which is, it's not the same transaction.
Here now?
He's not here now. He was here yesterday, and Judge Andrews didn't want to.
Let's do this. Let's put him on for tomorrow. I want to admonish him and talk to him. And then I'm not against it, but I want to talk to him and get through to him that just how are we going to continue, But I'm open for sure.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, that'll work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shane, thanks.
Happy Lunar New Year. Today's the Lunar New Year, right? Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year.
Oh, no. Is it? Is that today?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The year of the snake.
Actually read it yesterday.
No,
All right, so just a heads up. We have Mr. Powell on docket who was found incompetent. And I am working with Brad Morse to see what else we can do because the state's going to dismiss it. Since on Class B misdemeanors, we can't restore competency. It's just a matter of the state's not going to want to go for it. But I'm going to nonetheless try to find some resources. So I think it's crazy that we're just like, oh, you didn't do that serious of a crime. Let's wait till you hurt
Let
someone.
us upstairs get more resources than we do.
Yeah, and on a B, they don't have enough time to restore the competency. So it's like, I don't know. So,
I said it.
well, here's the thing is once Brad comes, do jail reentry and dismiss him with instructions. So we're just sort of waiting on that. But that's about as far as we can go then. So just a heads up on Powell, seeing that one was a little odd. The next case, Judge Duhaley D. Do you want to track felony? It's the same transaction. It's penitentiary time.
Sure.
So I'm like, we can set up a trial or track, whichever you prefer. Okay, we'll track it. Next case, Judge Robinson.
Wait a second.
Sorry?
You're an offer on the felony case, McKinsey?
5 TDC in the 90 days down here. Yes.
Did they count? Do you know what the next setting is? Did they counter?
The next setting is on February 20th, 2025. There's no
Fine,
case
isn't it?
notes on the felony. There aren't any case notes on the phone, just previously.
You can set it for the day after, you know?
Okay. And then I got Sydney Robinson
Okay.
on his assault charge. The fugitive case is Fugard. So he's somewhere in Colorado.
Has he kept up with you?
Oh, he's been in jail. So he's in jail somewhere. So what would you like to do?
Do we know that for sure? We don't really know that for sure, you know? Right. So I guess, did you have a good contact for him?
Not him, but his mother.
Do this. So I'm going to SFBF for 1 week. See if you can track him down, figure out what's going on. I'm okay with waiving as long as you have good contact for him. But if
Okay.
he's AWOL, I'm not down with it, you know?
No worries, I'll reset it for a week to just sort of.
Okay. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Okay. Thanks, Shreya.
Judge, on that one, bond conditions were already done. Like, because,
He has a fugitive case, so they sent him back to, you said Colorado? Shreya?
Yes.
But we don't know what happened when he get back. Is he still in jail in Colorado? Did they let him out? He was supposed to stay in contact with Shreya, so we don't know. That's why she's going to reach out to the family. Yeah, SFBF 1 week, I guess. You ready, Eddie?
Yes, sir.
Hey. How are you, man?
Good, how are you doing, Judge? Your Honor, I have Raul Aguirre on your docket. He's here in the gallery.
He's out.
Yes, sir, he bonded out. Some very high bonds upstairs. He was able to post those bonds, and he's here, Judge.
I gotta say, very few people on one hand, how I can see that they're out with as many cases as,
Yes, sir.
let me tell you that you are extremely lucky to even be out with as many cases that you have. So what conditions have they imposed upstairs that,
Essentially, it's a total home confinement. He can't even come to my office, Judge, unless I file a motion beforehand. So we were in felony court, I think it was before yesterday. So it's set in March, Judge, for we have asked for the state to disclose a confidential informant that's associated with some of the felony cases. So it's set for a hearing. As far as the case here, Judge, state's offered, I think it was 90 days in Harris County Jail. We're not inclined to accept that offer. I know the case is getting old. So,
I'll give you another setting,
okay.
you know, give you another normal setting, like 30 something days. Let me know what you want to do when we come back. If he doesn't want to take anything, I guess at that point we can set it, you know?
Sure.
It's 180 now. Those cases upstairs are going to take, who knows how long to resolve. So normally I'm okay with tracking for some, but he's got 6 cases upstairs and that's going to take a really long time, I would imagine.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right, I'm going to give you 30 days. You need to get with them to go through everything. When you come back next time, we need to make a decision, either accept the plea bargain from the state or I'm going to set your case for trial. All right? Okay, guys, please. Thanks. No contact with the complaining witness. And is the complaining witness on our assault any complaining witness in the felony case?
It's a different person, Judge, and he has no contact.
Okay, so that's the only thing we're going to do is just no contact and no weapons.
There's
That's
no
it.
problem with that. Judge.
what's the last name?
Aguirre. First on the docket today.
I was trying to.
Do you mind buying that, Mackenzie?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So state's bond conditions, you're not to have contact with the complaining witness and no weapons. That's it for us.